Well, everyone, the iPhone 14 Pro Max just ended up getting announced. It's going to be coming out in the next following weeks. I'm going to be pre-ordering it this Friday, and I cannot wait for this thing to officially come out. Now, this is a quick comparison, so let's see how it compares against the 13 Pro Max, the phone right before it. Now, I will definitely tell you, in my opinion, the 14 Pro Max is the better phone here. If you have the money, if you have whatever, go for the 14 Pro Max. But the 13 Pro Max is still probably one of the best phones ever made, and if it wasn't for that notch, if that's not a big deal to you, I would recommend going for the 13 Pro Max. Now, the big thing to keep in mind, big picture, same exact design for the most part on the exterior, same type of build, but with the display, this is a pretty big upgrade. So the same exact size displays, we are getting thinner borders around the whole entire display, which is nice. It's a brighter display on the 14 Pro Max, and we no longer have a notch, we have something called the dynamic island. So this is essentially a hole punch display now over the notch before, which is cool. And overall, I like this design. I think it makes a lot of sense. It gives a lot more usability for that type of hole punch display. However, I'll still tell you, from everything that I've seen, it's seeming to look like the displays are still kind of the same thing, like visually. So it's going to be brighter on the 14 Pro Max, but I still think the 13 Pro Max display is going to be very good. And if you weren't really complaining about that display, then I think this is totally fine. Now, like I said, same type of build quality. We are getting the always on display though on the iPhone 14 Pro Max, which is really cool. And we're also getting a newer A16 chip inside the iPhone 14 Pro Max over the A15 bonding chip on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. So that might be something that's a big deal to you. Personally, I don't know if it's a crazy big deal right now, but I can't wait to play Genshin Impact on that phone and see how much better of a performing phone we get on there. Now, camera-wise, we are getting the newer camera setup overall on the 14 Pro Max. It is now still the triple camera setup, but we are getting a newer 48 megapixel wide-angle lens on this camera, which is big. It's the first time we've seen a, megapixel count upgrade since the iPhone 6s. So I'm really happy Apple went around this direction. We're now getting some new modes over the 13 Pro Max as well. There's a new action mode, cinematic mode can go up to 4K, and we do have this new stabilization mode as well, which is I think only for the 14 Pro series and only for the 14s for the most part. So emergency SOS via satellite is another cool feature the 14 Pro Max has that the 13 Pro Max doesn't have. However, it is starting at the same price tag as the 13 Pro Max did. So I'm glad Apple didn't go ahead and change up the price drastically, but it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to be happening with the next couple of iPhones and seeing if they're increasing there. So that is pretty much a quick comparison between the 13 Pro Max and the 14 Pro Max. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.